Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about basic makeup tools for beginners. And first off, this brush is from Real Techniques. It's a face expert brush, and I'm using it to apply my primer now on my face. And the primer I'm using is from Zekel Cosmetics. I'm using it to apply the primer on my face now. Next, I'm using it to apply foundation on my face. The foundation I'm using is from Maybelline. It's the Fit Me foundation in the shade 335. Using it to apply the foundation on my face. I'm using this brush, this face expert brush from Real Techniques, because of the way it shapes. I love this shape. It's good for applying foundation on your face. You can use apply powder too, but I prefer using it as my foundation brush. Next, I'm using this concealer from Zekel Cosmetics too. Is the Second Skin HD foundation. Concealer in the shade Creamy Ivory, and I'm using it to highlight my face. Next is another basic tool for beginners, is the beauty blender, and this beauty blender is from Nuban Cosmetics. I'm using it to blend my concealer. It's one of the basic tools for beginners. Next, I'm using this Elegant Cosmetics Pro Concealer in the shade Cocoa to contour my face. I'm using it to contour my cheek and my nose. And I'm using the same beauty blender to blend the contour on my cheek too. This brush is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. It's a concealer brush, and I'm using it to contour my nose. I love it to use it to contour my nose because of the way it's shaped. It's perfect for contouring the nose. Next, this brush is from Real Techniques too. It's the stippling brush. I'm using it to set my highlight. The powder I'm using is from Zekel Cosmetics. It's the HD Press powder in the shade Warm Honey, and I'm using it to set my highlight. Next, I'm using this setting powder from Zekel Cosmetics too. Is the loose setting powder in the shade Honey, and I'm using it to bake my face with the beauty blender. That's why I say this beauty blender is a must for beginners. You can use it for concealer, you can use it for foundation, you can use it for pressed powder, you can use it for loose powder, you can use it for many things. That is why I love it so much. It's one of the basic tools for basic makeup tools for beginners. Next, I'm using this contour brush from Real Techniques, and I'm using the CoverGirl Ebony Bronzer to contour my cheek. and I'm using the same e.l.f. brush I used to contour my nose. I'm using that to clean up the powder from my nose. Next, I'm using this brush from Real Techniques. It's the powder brush. I'm using it to clean up the powder from my face. It's a big powder brush. Next, I'm using this spoolie from BH Cosmetics to brush my brows. This is one of the basic makeup tools. This one is not for only beginners, for every makeup artist to brush my brows. And the brow pencil I'm using is from Davis brow pencil in number I think it's number 18 for my brows. I'm using number 18 for my brows. Davis brow pencil. Next, I'm using this brush. This one is from BH Cosmetics too. It's a brow brush to apply concealer. I'm using the concealer to clean up my brow, to define the brows more. And the concealer I'm using is from LA Girl Cosmetics in the shade Almond. I'm using it to clean up my brows, to define the brows more. And this brush is the perfect brow brush to do that. The way it shapes perfectly for this purpose. It's one of the basic makeup tools. Next, I'm using this brush from Real Techniques. It's their crease brush, and I'm using it to apply the eyeshadow on my crease. The eyeshadow palette I'm using is from ZKL X Real eyeshadow palette. I love this eyeshadow palette so much. It's so beautiful, so pigmented. I love the colors so much. I use it all the time. I'm using the crease brush to apply the eyeshadow on my crease. I'm using the same brush to apply the second shade. Crease brush is one of the basic makeup tools for beginners too. Next, I'm using this flat brush from BH Cosmetics for my eyelid. This brush is flat and it's perfect. It's one of the eyeshadow brush. It's flat and it's perfect to apply eyeshadow. It's flat and it's perfect to apply eyeshadow on your eyelid. So good. It's from BH Cosmetics. It's perfect to apply eyeshadow on the eyelid. I'm using the same brush to apply eyeshadow on my lower lash line. And I'll now use this brush from Real Techniques. I've forgotten the name of the brush. I'm using it to apply the eyeshadow on my lower lash line. It's perfect for this purpose. So I'm using it. I've forgotten the name, but I'll link all the names of the brush I'm using in the description box below. This one is from this brush is from Real Techniques, so it's their eyeliner brush, but I'm using it to apply eyeshadow on my tear dot area because it's perfect for this purpose. I'm using it to apply eyeshadow on my tear dot area. I'm lining my eyes now. The mascara I'm using for my eyes is from Zico Cosmetics too. Then the eyelashes are from Ashley Glam Home Eyelash. Maybe I'm not getting the name right. I would put all the names of everything I'm using in the description box below. Next, I'm using the powder brush from Rogue Techniques to clean up my face, buff off all the powder from my face. Next, I'm using this blush palette from Tara Makeup, and I'm using that the same contour brush from Real Techniques that I used to contour my cheek. I'm using that the same brush I'm using that the same brush for my blush. I have brush for blush, but I just decided to use the same brush for my blush. Next is this brush for highlights. I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush. There is a fan brush to highlight too. Sometimes I use the fan brush to highlight my face. Sometimes I use this Real Techniques setting brush to highlight my face too, but I prefer the setting brush to highlight my face, so most of the time I use the setting brush. Then I'm using this red brush from Real Tech, this pointed foundation brush. I love to use it to highlight my nose. It's perfect because of the way it's pointed, because of the way it's shaped. I use it to highlight my nose. Then the setting spray, I use the MAC Fix Plus setting spray to set my makeup. Setting spray is basic for beginners too. This lip liner I'm using is from Zaron Cosmetics. It's called Bold Lip Liner. I'm using it to line my lips. And the lip stain I'm using is from Adventure Lip Lock, and the shade is called Blush. And I'm using this clear gloss from Absolute for my lips too. Thank you so much for watching. I'll link all the names of the tools I use on the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Please subscribe to my channel. Show me love. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you. God bless you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.